All right, Shalom, Shalom, his brother Shaw, it's Abraham 144. Without further ado, I'd like to give all glory, honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, and Kakwadash, double honor to the elders, apostles that teach us his truth. Salutations to the brother pushing his truth on the four winds of the earth. Also, the sisters listen quiet and meekness, confusing their faces and children, Shalom. And I want to get into a testimony I had with a brother at work, something that's popped up, because, he was speaking on health, and eating right, and I always mention to him about the dietary laws in the Bible, and he was like, "Yeah, that's in the Bible about changing his health and converting to a spiritual life." And the conversation about receiving the crown came up. Okay, and it was a beautiful conversation. It wasn't long; it was brief but beautiful. Okay, and that's what we in this. That's what we in this captivity for. The conversation of Deuteronomy 8:20 came up. Jeremiah 17. Us discontinuing from our natural inheritance because we transgressed the law. We got into that whole conversation, okay? And it led to receiving the crown for everlasting life, man. Okay, receiving new bodies. The hell with this place being crowned for obedience and truth and sincerity, okay? We are all trying to make that roster. And when you make, that's like you trying to make the roster for football. You're trying to make the team at the NFL Combine. But see, with this Combine right here is for everlasting life. We're not going to get up there and hold a jersey. The Lord will put a crown upon our head. Okay? I think in Second Esdras when he say there was a man taller than every one of them, and he put crowns upon their heads. I remember, I'm not perfect, but I can't remember the exact scripture where it said in Second Esdras where he put crowns upon all our heads, man. Okay, it was a tall guy and he put crowns upon all our heads. It was the Lord, man. He asked, who is this guy? It was Yahweh Shah. Okay? Because Babylon the Great got to go. We're living in a contrary captivity. We have no other choice but to go off. Okay? The law is the whole duty of man when it comes to Israel. But going off is the whole duty to our enemies. Okay? This is their world, man. He was asking me something about, and I was like, it's like that because this is their world. Why they call us African Americans? But it speaks that that's part of the curse that will be called proverbs and bywords. Okay? Niggas and nationalities, racist quotes of nationalities. The biggest kept secret is that we're Israelites. The ultimate goal is receiving the crown. Okay? And he couldn't get over the fact that I kept on saying, which I quoted it once, receiving a new body. It just did something to his spirit to have that conversation, man. Receiving a new body, man. He was just moved by it. Damn, receiving a new body. I was like, that's right, man. Get out of these aching ass bodies, man. No more seeing doctors and all that as you get older. Worrying about prostate cancer as you get older and all that. Go and get annuals. Dreading to go to a job. Last to get hired, first to get fired. We are trying to make a different type of roster, man. Earth is our combine, and receiving the crown is receiving the everlasting crown is our draft. Okay. What's more beautiful than that? What's more essential than on this earth, man? Because our people minds ain't in the right place, man. Okay, we was talking about how they make red lobster in all these contrary places. But I told him, man, you got to be contrary to the captivity that's contrary to us. Okay, be contrary towards America, because America is contrary towards us. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, "Blessed is the man that reads." We would know these things. Okay, nothing's better than wisdom, man. Wisdom is better than rubies and fine jewelry. Okay, what the Lord said, occupy thyself in prophecy till they get back. Well, we are to build ourselves up so we can see prophecy, recognize it. Okay? Because our enemies don't care about it. They're living their best life here. That's for us to take heed to. All right? Because America's waxed worse and worse. It's waxing worse and worse, man. I've never seen such a hideous time period to be living in. But the remedy is focusing on the crown to be delivered from all that, man. It's so hideous. The times we're living in, man. Okay. Okay. Don't ever think that there's no hope. Yahweh Shemel Shah is our hope, man. That's my next video on hope, man. That's the only thing we got is hope, man. Hope in Yahweh Shemel Shah. Nothing less, nothing more. Nothing can be more than that. They're hoping in Yahweh Shemel Shah. Care what nobody tell you. Okay. And as I speak, man, I was just talking about this hideous place. 2 minutes walk by holding hands, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Egypt, man. We ain't got to see that when we get crowns on our head, man. Okay? Okay? Because all we gonna do is tolerate abominations while we here, man. You know? Though we go off, we still got to focus on those crowns. What's more beautiful than that? Nothing can compare to hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Faith, temporary happiness, all this shit ain't nothing, man. Because the happiness here is temporal, man. You can only enjoy a moment of happiness. You gotta damn near do stuff to make yourself happy. Then when you become accustomed to that, what? Right back to reality. Okay. Jakes is playing how women play themselves to social media. We ain't even gonna get on the conversation about women. They just they got their mind made up. This society is their Lord, man. They enjoy the fruits of earth, man. Okay? And not to forget to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua despite what a state that you're living in. You know what I'm saying? I've been some of the worst conditions, man, but hey, before I learned the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I still believe, and that's what it's about, believing, man. I feel so good about that. I always believed and always feared. Then I discovered the name. I was rewarded with the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Knowing the name was a reward. Learning the name of the Lord was a reward. Damn, I got the name. Okay, with that being said, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kwakadash. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it. Pray without ceasing. Focus on the everlasting life and the crown. Shalom.